Generation fruit grower in Kelowna. He's also part of a new documentary on the fruit industry in the Okanagan. It's called Strange Fruit, and it's going to be screened Friday as part of a fundraiser for the Glenmore School Garden. We'll have more on that later, but I met up with Sam amongst his fruit trees in his orchard. You've been involved in this business for a long time now. Did you walk away from the film having learned something new?
Well, I think, the one thing that sort of hit home with me is that, things don't revolve around just us, just the farmers, There's so many other people affected by us, whether it's farm workers or legislators or the consuming public. There's other people that come into the picture, and everyone is impacted by everyone else. And it also sort of made me appreciate more some of the things that we have here that sometimes we take for granted, as far as, the lush green orchards, the ambience, the good fruit, and the people that depend on it, I think is really important to keep in mind.
And did you walk away from it thinking, yes, there is a future for fruit growing? That is a loaded question.
Is there a future in the fruit industry here in the Okanagan Valley? That is, if I could give you an objective answer on that, I'd probably be able to give you answers to a whole pile of other difficult questions. I think a lot of it depends on the individual's perspective and their objectives in life. And, I like to think so, that there is a future, but there's a lot of things that hinge on whether this industry has a future as it is. I think this industry will look much different in the very near future, if regardless of whether things change or not. It's going to look different. Is there a future? It's going to depend on a lot of extenuating circumstances and a lot of forces that are out of our control, some that are in our control. But it's going to boil down to the individual and their perseverance and their purpose for being in the business in the first place.
Sam Dimaria in the documentary Strange Fruit. Now, it's going to be part of a fundraising event this Friday at the Habitat in Kelowna. The Glenmore Grow Up Greener project will raise money for the Glenmore School Garden. There's going to be a silent auction, a number of musical acts, including John Lent and a group called the Rowdy Men. Tickets are $10. You can get them at thehabitat.ca or at the Glenmore IGA between 3 and 6 every afternoon until Friday. Now, tomorrow on Daybreak, we're going to hear more about that documentary from the filmmaker. Alia, what's coming up on the news?